Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Oh, awesome. Okay. So first off, welcome to the Deadly Sins. This is an Ask Me Anything or AMA. I'm Zora, and with me today I've got Solly and Fana with me as well. We will introduce ourselves shortly, but before we start answering any questions, we do want to let you know we're recording this and we'll be uploading it onto our YouTube. So if you want to leave at any time during this, you can head over to our YouTube and watch it back to see whether your questions were answered. So I'll introduce myself first. I'm Zora, better known as Ethan. We're all docs in the Meet the Team channel, but to briefly describe myself, I am educated in computer science and artificial intelligence, and I am the lead developer and owner of Deadly Sins. And the other owner is Fana, but she can talk about that soon. Um, this project was inspired by when we first joined the Cardano community. We were um, really shocked by how amazing the whole atmosphere here is. Like all the communities you join, everyone's so welcoming and everything. And we thought, well, we have the skill set to potentially create something amazing in this space. So we thought let's give it a go and brainstorm some ideas. Uh, Amy Fanner is a really incredible artist. So we were first looking at different types of arts that you can find in the space. And we wanted to find something that we could do that's quite unique and something that we're interested in. And there's a show called Black Clover, and that's where the art was inspired from. We love it, and it does show in the sneak peeks, and we've tried to add our own twists to it and make it real cool. And as for our utility, because we wanted to bring people in with the art to start with and have people stay with for the utility and what we'll bring to the community that we're growing. What we're trying to do is become a household name in the Cardano metaverse ecosystem. So essentially, uh, how we're doing this is we want to build a plot called Hell's House, a 3D modeled plot, and build on well-designed and good and projects which have good teams like on their metaverse land. For example, Pavia, and another example being someone we're already partnered with, Carder Stacks. We're going to be having our own floor in there, uh, rather that not being a Hell's House, more that just a communal floor. But for example, on Pavia, we now actually have a 3D artist to help us with all the interactive 3D modeling. To touch on that shortly, he is the lead graphics for Unbounded Earth. So we do have someone really amazing with us. So that's good. We're making it a very hellish setting. It's going to be a communal ground where you can play games, win ADA pots. There'll be community events, personality meetups, special interactive benefits for holders, and VIP roles, which is our Phantom. And we've touched more on that recently with our update to the Deadly paper, which is essentially just our version of our white paper. We touch on all our plans, etc., etc. Um, I'm I've been taking up the other people's time to introduce themselves. We're talking more about the project, but we can touch more on it after they've introduced themselves. So we'll start with Solly, if you want to talk about by yourself.
Sure, I'll just keep it short and sweet. I'm Solly. I help out with a lot of the brainstorming. So as far as ideas, the Phantom benefits that we recently posted, I helped out with that. A little bit of marketing and moderation. That's basically what I do here. And yeah, I can answer any questions that you guys have. I'll just pass it over to Fanda now.
Hello, I'm Amy, also known as Fana, and I'm responsible for all the digital art. I do all the illustrations here at the Deadly Sins. Super excited. It's my first big project outside of uni. I did a degree in graphic design, so yeah, I'm super excited. Me.
Well, that's the team we have here. We do have more team members that could make it this time. MB, which is Marcus and Narts, and Noiseless. But to continue more about our project and what we have planned, as I touched on before, the main goal for us is really to become a household name in Cardano in terms of the metaverse. So if we find a good project which is releasing land space, which has a good team, we want to build our Hell's House plot, which I talked about before, and bring that to there. Each different metaverse plot that we have will have slightly different twists. So we're not going to be just completely copy and paste to the next one. We want to work on it over time and really build it up. So yeah, it's going to be a process, and it's not going to happen instantly. It's we're going to do it step by step and make sure we get it right, because that's most important to us, is the user experience we provide to everyone. Next, I would touch on some of the benefits you can get by being with us and holding our NFTs and becoming a Phantom member, which we have talked about our Deadly paper. But if you don't want to go reading all that, well, I can explain it more briefly in here. Essentially, by becoming Phantom, you are entitled to exclusive airdrops and exclusive interactive privileges. And with this airdrop, there is a Phantom VIP card, which we're going to get modeled shortly, and it will be distributed after our mint to all these members. This VIP card will allow you to be airdropped royalties of our marketplace, either monthly or bi-monthly. That will be announced later. So essentially what we're doing is we have our royalties now set and fixed at 5%. So of that 5%, so that 25% will go to Phantom and be split among those 100 members. So yes, the member role is quite scarce, but that's why it's a VIP role, and they'll get a decent chunk of change each month, really. So it's like a nice passive income source for helping us support our project. And also, with all our future ventures, they will have exclusive access to what we bring first. They'll be at the forefront of it. They will also have special like grounds inside the metaverse, and also a nice like lounge chat in the Discord too. Something else I can touch on is, why should I hold your NFT? Because, I don't really have the time to reach Phantom. Why should I hold it? Well, we are exploring ways to really enhance why you should hold, and we did touch on this in the Deadly paper as well. So we are going to be releasing our own stake pool after the mint process is done, when we're going to make sure we do it right and seek the right people. And the staking reward will be a native token. This native token, we haven't confirmed or created the name yet, so I can't announce that. But depending on how much of our NFTs you hold in the wallet you delegate to that staking pool, you'll get a certain amount of said token per fixed time period, potentially every epoch, which is every 5 days or maybe more. And also the trait rarity will also impact this for the ones that you hold. So holding, you do get benefits of getting this token, but what can I use this token for? Well, essentially, it's going to be the main currency within Hell's House. So if you want to play interactive game, for example, one we're going to be doing is called Ritual Poker. So all the members put in a set amount of token in, and on completion of beating and outskilling your opponents, you win the pot to yourself. And you're like, what else can I do with this? Well, we're going to have a interactive shop in there with where we'll have our own merchandise, our own things to do, and also some of our partnerships, they'll be able to sell some of their stuff in there too. So we think it's a good way to showcase ourselves and our collaborations in the shop. We also are exploring ways to get this token on decentralized exchanges, for example, like Miniswap and etc. I need to release more details on that, but we will be. Mm, so we want to be able to have it exchanged into ADA, if you wish, or you can buy some with ADA. So it's essentially a exchangeable token, which you can then use within Hell's House and more. We have to release more details as we go along on this, but we're making sure we seek the right legal counsel and to make sure we get it perfect for our community. So we don't want to mess up along the way. But that's what we're exploring, and it will definitely be a good incentive to holding our NFTs. And also, one last thing for holding NFTs, you'll have interactive benefits in the metaverse too. So yes, everyone can join it, Hell's House, but some things you'll require to have to be holding one of our NFTs. Is there anything that you think I missed, Solly, on that part? Nice. Hmm. Any question? Yeah, that's good. Is there anyone in here that wants to ask a question before we go on to the comment section? That's no problem. And if you can't talk for whatever reason, you can type it out in chat in the AMA comments channel. Okay, let me scroll up here real quick. Oh, I see Ben there. He's also in here. So thank you for joining, Ben, from Bad Fox. Okay, so I would like to know more about how the royalty system will work for Fallen Angels as Phantom. Never been a part of a project that's done this, so things like how it'll be split, etc., etc. Well, the royalties isn't exactly for Fallen Angels, it's more for Phantom, our VIP role. However, we are delegating a bit of the royalties aside after the first week so we can give away to our community. So, but in terms of the split and how it's going to work, like I said, it'll be a fixed amount of every sale in the marketplace, which will be 5%. And of that 5%, 25% will be going to Phantom monthly. So if I do the maths, let's say on a monthly basis, there was 1 million ADA traded. Let's say we captured 5% of that. That would be 50,000 ADA. 25% of this is 12,500, and among the 100 of them, it'll be around 125 ADA each month. And there could be more than 1 million in a month or less. It really depends on volume. So on the success of our project, you will succeed too. So it's like a nice passive income basis. So that's how we currently have it split at the moment. I feel like that's why we delegated a certain amount of numbers just to around 100, so the maths would work better for us, because if we had too many, we might struggle a bit. But I think that's what we have at the moment. And you're thinking, oh, I missed out on getting to Phantom in time, or I didn't have the time to reach it. A good way to get yourself in is actually just purchasing one of the VIP cards off the marketplace, because it will have its own policy ID for the Phantom airdrop. So everyone will get these cards who is a Phantom, and they can hold it and get their benefits. Or if they decide, actually, I need this money for whatever reason, they can sell it on to somebody else. I can't imagine it being a super cheap entry because they worked quite hard to get there, but it is an entry. So that's how we have that split. Um,
And the
what other?
VIP card will give you more than just the royalties. You're going to be able to get one free mint from future collections that we drop and whatnot. So the value of it actually increases as we grow, because you're not only getting 25% of our royalties from. Oh, sorry. I probably shouldn't elaborate on that too much, but for future drops, you'll get royalties from those as well. So holding the card is probably in your best interest long term if you believe in the project.
Yeah, exactly. So if you believe in our long term success in the project and the benefits you think you'd receive from this, you'd be making a good choice. like as Solly said, on our success is your success. And actually, the question is coming up soon, which we'll answer that as well. Hello, please tell me what you bring to the project, from Weenie Muncher to whoever wants to answer. Okay. I myself am, like I said, a developer, and I'm educated in computer science and AI. So I'm doing all the random generation vending machine, and also everything when it comes to post mint as well, website, and also managing the Discord server as well in terms of all the channels, etc. So I'm essentially the developer for the Deadly Sins, and at the moment, I'm also helping with some community things as well. So, but that may change as time goes on. Who knows? That's me for now. Solly?
Yeah, also, Zora is doing a lot of the networking for the project.
Mm.
But
Well,
myself, oh yeah, sorry.
oh no, I was just gonna say networking is something we're all going to probably be doing as time goes along. It's just the early days at the moment.
As far as what I bring to the project, I guess we got a little bit of conflict management in there. Once again, brainstorming as far as ideas go. So, like, role details, like what we can give everybody, post mint, like giveaways and whatnot. Help out with the Twitter a little bit as far as editing certain things. So the white paper, spent a couple days going through that, adding things, removing things. I guess I do a little bit of everything. Yeah. But mainly I'm helping out with marketing and moderation.
We couldn't do it without Solly, so he's a big part of the team. Amy, if you want to speak a little on what you're doing.
So I've been doing art for basically my whole life now. And I guess without sounding too big-headed or whatever, I know kind of what I'm doing with creating and like with the digital illustration side of things. So I am quite experienced. I've done art courses. I've done a degree in graphic design. So I am quite knowledgeable, and I feel like I'm helping to bring that uniqueness to the artwork. So yeah.
Yeah, no, Amy definitely is very talented with her creative art and brings a very new shade of art to
I
the
do try.
CNFT space. Yeah, definitely a
It's
new
been
shade to the CNFT space.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's been good because after I finished uni, I was kind of lacking a lot in motivation, and I guess inspiration. And after coming into the CNFT space, there's just so many amazing artists that I didn't even know about, and that's kind of what helped spark my creativity again, and kind of how me and Zora sort of started talking about doing this project together. So it's been real good, real exciting.
Going on, that's us to answer Mr. Weedy Muncher's question. The next question after that was finest. This will help Ada. Let's see, what do you think? What I think that question is coming at is, how do you think it's going to help the Cardano community or Ada in general? Well, essentially, we're a community-driven project, so anything where we can help grow this community through our project is adding to this community, bringing more eyes to the community. And the more eyes there are, the more people are investing their time and also money into this space. So that will help this community and Ada itself hopefully grow, because what the current standing is Ethereum, Solana, and then it goes to Cardano, where we're at, and also Luna, which is kind of getting close to overtaking us, I think. So we kind of like got to keep bringing to this space. So it is relative that new projects bringing unique aspects to the community is good and eyes. So yeah, that's how I think we're helping. Is helping grow a better community. Broly, unique motorcycle mobility, demons on bikes in the future. That is definitely something we would think would be a real neat idea. Just in-house house. Could you imagine demons riding on bikes around? That'd be a pretty cool way to add mobility around Hell's House, because it's not just Hell's House we're building. We're building a plot around it because it's an estate we're buying. So there will be space outside of the house. So yeah, it'll be. I don't know. Maybe you could use the bike in the house too if you're a real sinner. But
A
who
little
knows?
racetrack, maybe.
Yeah, that's good idea. That definitely we could do more. Um, will there be unique experiences, features within each house depending on the metaverse? Yeah.
Yes.
We do want to have different twists to each one, and we will be planning these within the team and talking to our creative graphics design to help us bring this to fruition. So yes, we definitely are going to have different twists, experiences, features, interactive things for different holders in these places. Um,
Yeah, one thing to also keep in mind, every single plot's slightly different. Like we're going to be with card stacks, so we can't do some things there because it's a vertical metaverse. We're somewhat limited. Whereas like if we were with Pavia, we could probably do a little bit more as far as the build goes on the outward structure of the place. So each one will
mm.
be different slightly.
Oh, same. Oh, Sammy, you can ask now. We've done that question.
I like
Sorry.
that. Okay, just back to the coin. So you are planning to make a coin um, to be used in the health house, right? So
Mm.
if we are staking in a designated pool, we will get also some coin every epoch. This one
Um,
part, um,
so
go
go
ahead.
on. You can continue. Sorry.
And the other one, how much do you think about supply? Total
Okay.
supply.
Um, well, as we mentioned in the Deadly paper, we still have to seek some legal counsel in terms of um, going forward with some of this. Yes, you will be able to get some every. We haven't confirmed that the time period. It's just an example every epoch. But that's what seems to be the go-to with staking pools from my research. So there's a good chance it may be every epoch by staking Deadly Sins NFTs in your wallet that's delegated to the pool. So and the amount of the native token you receive as your reward is dependent on one, how many NFTs of us are you holding, and two, the different trait rarities that you have. So the rarer the trait, the more that you will bring in. Um, and your second question was supply. We haven't confirmed this yet because we still need to plan some things out with it. But what I'm trying to get across is that we want this to be just we want to have a native token used in Hell's House and reward our holders in this way. But we have still some things going forward to plan with it. I hope that helps answer your question. Awesome. That seems to be the ones in the AMA comments done. How long are we doing this for? 25 minutes. Oh, nice. Well, do any of you have any more questions in here with going forward, holding, phantom, how you reach things? Okay. Well, um,
Feel free to type
def.
in the AMA comments if you can't turn on your microphone.
Mm,
Give you guys a little
um,
bit.
uh, one thing I will for future AMAs is definitely make it more what's the right wording? More visible and much more preference before we go ahead. Oh, Wen Deadly Sins GIF. We've added the stickers and emojis, but me and Amy need to still work on a when button GIF. We are doing it though, and we're gonna make it a cool one. Don't worry. Any utility plan for top rarity?
So for that one, not for the top rarity, but there are a couple special ones that we're going to be working on. So there may be special roles attached to those specific NFTs.
So the rarest ones we have in the collection, you may encounter some benefits that we haven't announced just of yet. But yes, the rarer NFT you have, also like the rarer traits, the more staking reward you will receive. Like it's like a multiplier. So the more NFTs you hold, yes, it increases, but the rarer it has, it multiplies it. So it is good to have rarer ones, and also other things too. So yeah.
So that will help out with staking for the most part.
Probably continue this for, let's say, 3 to 5 more minutes. It may be shorter if there is no questions, or I can't think of anything to. I have mentioned quite a lot of what we're planning to do with the update now, but oh, I saw actually someone mention in just general chat before saying what mint method we're going to be going for. I think that's good to touch on, because there's been a lot of debate in the Cardano community recently with minting in general. For example, Brightleaf and Ape Society minted yesterday and used the NFT Maker payment window, and it just collapsed. It really didn't work that well. Well, we're kind of exploring two ways, because we can do the old-fashioned first come first serve address drop link, which is fair, but then you have the debate of oh, some bots sniped some of the first ones. Well, that's just a problem that a lot of projects are having to deal with at the moment. So it is hard to get around. Another way, what we saw the Dead Rabbit Resurrection Society uses the Secret Goat Society's minting service. So I have reached out to Mr. Goat, and we have talked with him before with this. So we could be exploring that avenue as well. Sorry, I just had someone knock on my door. But yeah, we're looking at two different methods. One being Secret Goat Society's minting service, and the other being a first come first serve link. And we'll discuss this between the team and get some community opinion as well, because it is a big thing to discuss, because how a drop happens does influence what immediate market price is after. So you kind of got to get it right. Yeah, that's the one thing I remember. Oh, you prefer the minting size? Yeah. Did you do the rabbit one, Sammy? It was quite smooth, so that's why we were quite intrigued by it. Because the Rabbit Society had a lot of members, the website held well, so definitely is something we want to look at. And the mint went real smooth, and look at how the price is done afterwards. It did very well. So that is something that we definitely are leaning on. But we got to speak to Mr. Goat first before going ahead with any of that. We have the payment link set up already, but we definitely are up to changing it to that sort of service. Probably continue this for like 1 or 2 minutes.
I just want to add a comment. Using the minting society is much smoother and much fair. You don't need to lose that much time when you make first come first go, or first in first go, this one. And you have it much more organized, and you will not lose that much time waiting. It's coming not, and something what happened with split wars.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Like for example, this with the split worlds mint, it did um, cause some issues. So definitely, we do want to explore um, going ahead with using a minting service such as that, or even just creating our own. Because I would probably be able to design something myself, but having something that's already established does add a level of security. Like, oh, the rabbit one went really well. They're using it. They must have a good mint sort of thing system. So yeah, I will be talking to Mr. Goat in the future. I'm pretty sure he's poorly at the moment though, so hopefully he gets better soon and recovers. Yeah, I think have I covered on touched on everything slightly at least, Solly?
Yeah, I think you have.
Awesome. Well, we're gonna be this is recorded and it's gonna be uploaded on our YouTube channel, which you can find in the official links channel. We're going to be holding AMAs weekly at this sort of time, so we will be doing future ones, and they're all going to be recorded. And I will make it more visible to the community beforehand. So we'll get a few more voices in here to get it organized. And that is part and parcel of growing as well. You have more people who want to come in and talk about it with you. It is a good way to learn about the project. But yeah, thank you for joining our first recorded AMA. And we hope you have a good rest of your day, sinners. Bye.